Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League here at Tracy Village Oval for round 9, the last game of round 9 and Indigenous round, a time to honour the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander players and officials who have shaped and enriched our game for generations. Today it is the Eagles versus the Green Ants. My name is Lockie Humphrey and I'm joined by my commentary partner Dominic McCormack. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks, Lockie. Yourself?
Yeah, very good. Very excited for this game. It should be a really interesting clash. Who have you got just before we get kicked off?
Oh, look, I think you'd have to say where PINT are sitting on the ladder and the way they've performed, they're the favourites today. But I saw Wanderers play against Southern Districts out here a few weeks ago, and even though they were beaten in that game, I thought there was a lot of promise from them as a team. So just looking to see how they've improved today. Absolutely.
I'll have to agree with you early on that one, Dom, as we're about to get underway here at Tracy Village Oval.
Warm conditions here this afternoon. Good little crowd in. Hot and humid, that's for sure. And PINT in good form when they've just seen Southern Districts knocked off yesterday. So they'll be wanting to put in a really good performance here this afternoon. Same with Wanderers. What can they pull out here this afternoon? The big man, Braden Crosley, in ruck for PINT. He's been in terrific form. Tyler Phillips for Wanderers, and Wanderers have the first clearance. Thumped away nicely. PINT's defence has been one of their real rocks this season. Lovell now on centre wing. Had it, lost it. Big man again, had it, he lost it. Called to play on, bit lucky. Now Wirchin. And his kick is, oh, lucky. I thought it was going to be out of bounds on the full then. Player claiming the mark, clearly juggled over the line. Good call from the boundary umpire, right on the moment.
So these two teams faced off in round 2, the start of October. It was PINT that got the chocolates on that occasion by 52 points. And it was James Rowe, who was fantastic a fortnight ago. He was best on in that occasion. He'll be looking for another big game here.
Timothy Allman in the ruck contest, loses that. Wanderers with some early touches, some nice little touches in the forward line here. Kick over into the forward pocket. Almost a mark there, but then dropped over the line by Jacob Maloney for PINT. So a boundary throw in deep in that forward pocket. Good start here from the Eagles.
Yeah, it is. They'll be hoping to lock it in, sustain a bit of forward pressure early.
Crosley and Allman. Good contest there from the two big men. Josh Wirchin over the footy. Couldn't quite gather it up. Keenan Smith-Thompson did. Chain of handballs here. Clee involved, then to Leggett. That's a terrific kick from Leggett. Spotting up Hamish McRae in the corridor. An opportunity now for McRae right in front, but if my weather mind is telling me the right story, Lockie, I think the wind probably either coming towards him or just across his left shoulder.
Yeah, just trying to read it, Dom. There is a little bit of a swirly breeze around. The distance shouldn't worry him, though.
On its way from McRae and off to the left. Well, so much for the wind coming across his left shoulder. It was blown from right to left there for the minor score. So Wanderers hit the scoreboard first here this afternoon. 1 point on the board. Their defensive unit has been so good, PINT. Now, that's a long kick, and that looked like it was with the breeze and crunched to the ground there by Cody Leggett. They don't muck around, however, PINT. Up to half forward already, and it's looking nice and open there too. Worthley, handballs up into the middle. Wasn't handled well there by Shanks. Out to Dawson. Up into the forward 50 again. Space there, handball into the clear. And just popping it through for the first. Noah Spiteri for the PINT Green Ants. And they are on the board with the first major of the afternoon. So 3 minutes down here in the first quarter. PINT, 1 straight 6. Wanderers 1 behind.
Yeah, PINT end-to-end stuff. Wanderers had all the play in that first 2 or so minutes, but PINT able to get it in there forward 50. And it didn't take them long. Didn't take this man long either. Noah Spiteri kicked 8 goals in his NTFL debut a few weeks ago against Palmerston and back on the board early. Certainly in some hot form, Dom.
Yeah, nice way to start, isn't it? 8 in your first game. Jack Truan also featuring nicely there, just handballing off as he should. playing the team game in that forward line, and Lockie, you could see the difference straight away, couldn't you? Wanderers forward line congested, PINT forward line really open.
Yeah, absolutely. Just filling out really well, and that quick ball movement always going to be dangerous to defend.
Crosley winning that one down. Wanderers with numbers around the footy, and there's been a free paid. Yes, and it's going to come back here to the Eagles in the centre. Crosley's been a dominant force. So Tyler Phillips really going to have his work cut out against him. Although I saw him play a great game against Wyatt Ryan when he played against Southern Districts a few weeks ago. It was a very impressive performance. So he's got it in him. Oh, nice mark. Harrison Marr. Another left footer. Long kick down the wing. Lovell stood his ground well. Comes off the hands to Walters. Little chip along the boundary, cut off there. Fraunfelder. Into the middle. Well read. Wirchin off and running. Long kick. Couldn't quite get there on the full. And the ball professionally tapped out there. Was good intent from Fraser Bradley. Another one who's been in good form in his forward 50 for his team.
Yeah, he's the one to watch down there for the Muck-Mucks. Fraser Bradley kicked 6 the other week against Tiwi, also in his NTFL debut, and he's that kind of key forward that the Wanderers have been looking for.
Goes to the back, and Phillips manages to tap it to the advantage of a teammate. Wrapped up quickly. And they'll do it all over again.
So the Wanderers a few weeks ago against Tiwi, obviously with the abandoned Cyclone in last week's proceedings, halted that, but it was a 10-goal loss to Tiwi, so they will be hoping to turn that around now as PINT get back on the footy.
Schwarzenberg now out on centre wing. Moving it with a great deal of purpose, so that kick is not a good one. Cut off at half-back. Looking to move it out here to Cody Leggett. Good pressure placed on him. Stroll illegally so, said the umpire. So Leggett with the free. Brings it out to Clee. One of their prime movers, Daniel Clee, been around with the Eagles for a few years now. Mark taken at half-back, just.
Yeah, Cody Leggett, watch him absolutely rack him up. One of the great ball magnets in the NTFL, and he's their out-and-out leader for the Wanderers. So they've got it on the wing here, the Muck-Mucks.
Long kick down that wing. Target there was Phillips. Nice link up by Hands, although that one may be cut off. Free kick behind the play here. Play on advantage is the call. So Murphy short, long bomb. That's a good mark under pressure. So the Eagles holding up all right at the moment. Under pressure now, Worthley taken in the tackle and called.
Yeah, great tackle there from Connor McDonald. In a good position as well here, PINT to really put one in deep. Can they get a mark at the top of the goal square?
Wanderers defence up to it for the moment. Numbers, however, favouring PINT here if they can just get a clearing handball. They can't. So cut off there was Bailey Fraunfelder. Shuffles it out of bounds. Boundary throw in the right forward pocket.
Positive first 7 minutes here for the Wanderers. You're right, Dom. They've defended really well, but this stoppage will test them.
Connor McDonald just using his body really nicely there. Kept his head over the footy. Leggett picking it up nicely. The extractor out the back, and that's Brenton Motlop. Another experienced campaigner for the Eagles. Good contest here at half forward for PINT. They've got the numbers. Can they get it out? They can. Out to Crosley. Handball was poor. Comes back to Smith-Thompson quickly onto the right boot, but it's all PINT down here. Fraser Bradley just missed that. Bit of a scoop there, not called by the umpire. And again, PINT just settled down. Numbers around the footy, working really well. Into the middle now. Thomas Schott, vice-captain for this team. Good positive handball into the middle. Ethan Smith with the footy. That's a poor kick. Turnover again at half-back. The Eagles taking that through the middle, but again we see this wall set up here for PINT. Brad Ryan, the captain. Nice and calm. Fires that one out to Murphy short. So both teams rebounding across half-back at the moment. Who'll be able to penetrate first? Wanderers getting a fist on that, but Crosley. Now it's a good handball into space. On the move, James Rowe from the pocket. That's a really good kick. And again, Jack Truan finds himself in space, in the corridor. 30 out from goal. Should go back and have the direct kick.
Yeah, back into the side this week, Jack Truan. And that was a feature that was really impressive against the Palmerston game. Just lowering the eyes inside 50 and finding little targets. Patiri was a beneficiary of that a few weeks ago. And Jack Truan back in the side, playing against his old side. Played for the Wanderers last year and kicked 3 on them in round 2. He'll be hoping to get off to a quick start here.
Well, already featured in the first goal did Jack Truan. Can he kick his own? No mistake whatsoever. The goal umpire does not move. So Jack Truan kicks his first for the afternoon. More importantly, PINT on the scoreboard 2 straight now. 12 points leading Wanderers, 1 behind. Almost 10 minutes down in the first.
Yeah, he's a dynamic goal kicker, Jack Truan. He kicked the 23 goals last year for the Muck-Mucks in what was another quiet season, and an impressive one from Jack Truan himself. Made the move over to PINT, who have been the real resurgence side of the competition so far in season 25-26, and a win today, Dom, would put them right on top of the NTFL ladder, if you could believe that.
In short, no. No, I can't. Really? So PINT, they're doing exceptionally well, that's for sure. And Crosley's one of those men that's making it happen. Here they potentially go out of the middle again. Leggett just couldn't quite grab hold of it. Comes back to him in the middle. Up to half forward. Tackle laid. Ball spill. Wanderers have the numbers here. Well played. Billy Shanks getting... Oh, it's a terrific mark taken there by Bradley. So can they get their first goal on the board and a quick reply? Need to stay in the game, which is something they did pretty well against Southern Districts a couple of weeks ago here. In the end, Southern Districts comfortable winners, but Wanderers hung around consistently. Can they do the same against another major contender, as you just said, Lockie? Because PINT are exactly that. They're a major contender this season.
Yeah, they are. They're the resurging team in this competition, the most improved by far. And look, if Bradley can put this through, he'll certainly keep the Muck-Mucks in with a really nice start to this game. Beautiful kick. He gets his first of what you'd think would be many if the Muck-Mucks are going to be a chance today. Fraser Bradley following on from his 6 a fortnight ago, and the Muck-Mucks back to 5 points here.
Yeah, Fraser Bradley. I loved his contest work against Southern Districts, and he's been doing that since he arrived. Only been here a little while, but Wanderers will be really appreciating his efforts up in that forward 50. Just knows where to go and knows how to use his body.
Yeah, he is. He kicked the 109 goals, if you can believe that, in a South Australian comp this year from just the 17 games. So he knows how to kick them in his first NTFL season. He's certainly doing that and tightens this one up for the Muck-Mucks early.
Connor McDonald in the middle, up against Kaylee Roberts here, and a whistle sounds. It's going to come back here to PINT. So from the middle, Jacob Dawson. That's a nice kick. Using that outer wing really nicely, PINT. Long kick inside 50, belted away there by Thomas Worthley, and he's been in the action on more than one occasion here this afternoon already. Expect we'll see a lot more of that.
Yeah, really good there from Worthley, coming across and making sure of it. It's now up to the Muck-Mucks and how they defend. We've seen them just hack a kick out of the last few stoppages, so I'd love to see them just slow it down and be a bit more methodical in their play forward.
McDonald worked his way to front position. Schwarzenberg out of the air. Coming through strongly, Motlop. And that is a free, says the umpire. And that free, I think that's going to Noah Spiteri. No, in fact, it's Jaden Bear. So Jaden Bear with that free kick. A little bit of contact came.
Yeah, he was probably lucky, Dom, to come across that one, the hack forward kick, and was almost marked. But you're right, Jaden Bear gets his opportunity. Third Premier League game this season.
Kick on its way. Looks good off the boot. That's a terrific kick there from Jaden Bear. Well, it's an understatement, Lockie, but PINT are making the most of almost every opportunity that they have, particularly once they actually get it inside that 50-metre arc. They've been cut off a few times at half forward, but once they get it deep, they've almost been unstoppable. 3 straight 18 now to Wanderers 117. They're looking really good once they get it in there, and when they get it in quickly.
Yeah, they are. It feels like they haven't been in a lot of times inside their forward 50, but you're right, every time they have, they've made the most of their opportunities. A few weeks ago against Palmerston, they didn't do that. They kicked the first 8 points of their game and they weren't able to hit the scoreboard early, so they'd be happy to change that. Mark Wiley's men kicking 3 goals straight, 14 minutes gone in this first quarter here at Tracy Village Oval.
Connor McDonald lining up against Phillips. Bit of a dead heat there between the big men. Tackle laid, and the umpire says, I will have it. Good contest here. Wanderers need to get their hands on the footy. One down by Phillips. Clee, quick handball to Leggett. High up and under. Fijo just couldn't quite get there. Smith did, however, for PINT. Ball comes back to Fijo. It's an intelligent kick. Tapped on nicely there by Wirchin. Good handball. McRae, can he pick it up? There's contest coming now. And is that a high tackle pick? Yes, it is. Well picked too. Both umpires had it. Well, certainly there. They get numbers in so quickly, PINT.
Gonna see a blood rule here, Dom. It looks to be, I believe that's Jacob Maloney who's going to come from the field.
Gee, he's not in a good way either. That's well and truly impacted him.
I'd say that the nose has copped a fair whack there, Jacob Maloney, and he's in a bit of trouble as he comes from the bench. So we'll get back underway.
That is not a pleasant feeling. Been there, felt that. It's pretty ordinary. Long kick down centre wing, thumped away nicely there by Tom Fullerton, and straight out of bounds again. Gee, both defences working really nicely. Defensive play from one of the midfielders there. Thumped out of bounds and they'll reset. PINT know that they've got a really good advantage with their strong ruckman in Braden Crosley and their midfield unit, so not afraid to just go back in and reset.
Yeah, you mentioned that ruck battle. They've also got Connor McDonald. He had 31 hit-outs a fortnight ago, plus Braden Crosley. Big job in the middle for the Wanderers ruckman.
And out they go again. The handball coming back to Crosley there, just belts it forward. Strong play again by Worthley. Crashed the contest, tackle laid. And the umpire will have it again at centre wing. Crosley just paddling that forward. Bit of a scrimmage here at centre wing. Comes out to Wirchin. Stood up well in the tackle. Got a handball away to Willis. Wanderers clearing. They need to get boot to ball, and they do exactly that. Long kick up towards half forward. Contest there by Fijo was good. Brought the ball to ground. Comes back to Smith-Thompson. Just paddling it on forward. Wanderers first to the footy. Little chip. Again, they're in numbers, PINT. Just working really hard around that footy. No, it's a good tackle. Well done. Gee, the pressure was fantastic from the Wanderers forwards. And in the end, Cody Leggett, I think it is, the midfielder, coming and joining the party there in the forward 50, laying his tackle and laying it beautifully there. Oh, looks like he's going to go. Oh, I thought he was angling for the snap there.
I hope not from there, Tom.
I would hope not from there.
He's a long way out, but you're right, that relentless pressure. Cody Leggett comes up with it. Leading disposal getter so far today. This will be touch number 6 late in this first quarter. Massive kick for the Muck-Mucks.
Gee, he just poked at that one, didn't he? That's not how Cody Leggett would normally have kicked at goal. Perhaps that wind a little bit off-putting. You can certainly hear that in our effects at the moment. Another behind on the scoreboard for the Eagles. Little short kick. Pressure's going to come again here. Handball into the pocket. Another nice little chip, this time on the left boot, and the mark taken by the vice-captain in shot. Up to centre wing. Cameron Wilson, another of the vice-captains in the action. Little chip again, Bradley Gedgie. On they go, PINT. Good running play here. Ethan Smith with ball in hand. Taken in the tackle. Starting to break down here on centre wing. They recover nicely through Wilson. Almost a mark to Dylan DeSantis. Had it, lost it. Pressure came. and a high tackle to be paid. So Wanderers defence working really well at the moment. They have conceded the 3, but it could have been a lot more.
You're right, DeSantos probably lucky to get away with that one, as we see an errant bounce and invites pressure. Will work it out well, though. The Wanderers get out of trouble as they kick to a 2-on-1.
Worthley now out to that centre wing. Again, another good tackle laid. Handball forward, little chip. No mark taken. They just always seem to have the numbers, Pint, and here they come again. Handball on the up from Rowe. Out towards Shot. Here come the Eagles' defence, appealing for the free kick, and Dylan DeSantis won it. It was a good appeal. The umpire agreed.
It was. He made sure the umpire saw that one, DeSantis, and he wins another free kick down in the defensive 50. This is a kick here for the Wanderers. Love to see them try and hit a target instead of going long. The big man will feast on this one for Pint. However, they might have come up with a mark.
They have. Phillips has been able to get a hold of that. The umpire called play on, actually, because it was touched in the contest. Pint now with footy in hand. Long drilling kick there from Jai Barry. Belted away. Comes to Rowe. Always creative. Good handball to Jai Barry. And off for a minor score. So the first minor score of the afternoon here for Pint, 3-1-19, leading the Eagles 1-2-8, almost 20 minutes down here in the first quarter. Really
interesting first quarter so far. Wanderers have had enough of the play. They just haven't been able to take advantage of the scoreboard, but you're right, Pint can kill you so quickly, and see how the Wanderers can work this one out. Red time here.
Worthley to kick to our commentary wing here in the contest. In fact, it was no contest at all. Thomas Shot just judged that beautifully, took the mark. Long kick into the forward 50. Wanderers player fell heavily, and the snap on goal is a goal. So Wanderers player still down behind the scenes there, just trying to pick out who kicked that. I think it was Bailey Fraunfelder. But yet another goal on the board as soon as we hit red time there for Pint. And down on the ground there, Waylon Walters for Wanderers. He went up high, came down awkwardly on his back. I'm going to give that one to Bailey Fraunfelder unless someone can tell me different.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there, Dom. You're right.
So 4-1. So the scoring shots here 5-3, which tells you that from a possession perspective, Wanderers are in the game, but it's 4 goals to 1, which means we've got a score difference of 25-8. So Pint just making it count where it does count.
Yeah, you're right, Dom. Pint only leading the disposals by +6 at the moment, so Wanderers have had enough of the footy, just haven't taken advantage when they got it.
From the midfield, from the ruck contest, I should say. Wanderers with ball in hand momentarily. Ball trying to come out the back. Working hard in there was Billy Shanks. And the umpire calls it to himself. No, he doesn't. He said it was a free kick, and off go Pint again out towards centre wing. In fact, he's calling it back here for it to be taken. So another free kick at half back here. It really has rebounded between the half backs, and Pint have been the ones lucky that have been able to push it through the Wanderers half back most consistently.
Yeah, they have. Wanderers just haven't been able to break that little barrier between the inside 50s and half-back flank, whereas Pint have been able to get deeper entries, and it's paid dividends as they try to go in the middle of the ground. A drop mark, Wanderers will hope to come up with it. They don't, and a stoppage should form again. Should the umpire see otherwise, he doesn't.
Ball tossed back to him, and they will start it all over again. Oh, Phillips just shoved over there by Braden Crosley. I don't think there was a whole lot of intent in it. There was intent in that, and the umpire gave the 50. Not the sort of things that the Pint coach would really want to be seeing. No. Tyler Phillips, he's an opportunity here to kick a goal. He can kick a goal, often rests forward. Crosley still running in front of him here. He's lucky not to give away another 50.
Yeah, sloppy from Crosley. It was okay to give away the first free kick, but the 50 in red time is not needed, and an opportunity now for the Wanderers if big Tyler Phillips was able to put this through.
Goes the short pass, looking for the captain in Matthew Motlop, grabs hold of the footy, snaps on goal and puts that straight through the middle from the pocket. That's what they can do. Matthew Motlop, the captain, such a skillful player, and when you give away a 50 that lands a player inside attacking 50, that's what should happen, Lockie.
You're right, that hurts you if you're a captain. Crosley giving away the 50-metre penalty in red time inside 50, and after all the effort and all the play that PINT have had in the first 23.5 minutes, the Wanderers are able to sneak one back, and the margin is just back to 11 points.
There again, I love looking at the scoring shots, and there they are. 5-4, which again tells you Wanderers are in this game, and kicking that goal, that proves it. 11 points down. Almost 24 minutes gone, not too far away from the quarter-time siren here. Crosley and Phillips in the middle. PINT's midfield just going to work. Cut off, however, by the Eagles, up towards half forward. Oh, an opportunity here. Now, if they can kick this one, it really puts them in the game. Handball off here to Leggett. Goes the long bomb and off and out of bounds on the full. Gee, should have gone and had the shot, Lockie. That was Daniel Clee. He's a good kicker, good player.
Yeah, you're right, Dom. I would have loved to see Clee there just take his time and just help his forwards get right onto the goal line. Even if it fell short, Leggett just rushed the kick, and just those little mistakes, the Wanderers.
Long kick out. There's Phillips again. Good mark, strong mark. What can Wanderers do? Here it comes. In front again. That's a good defensive punch out. Much needed. Kick out into space here. Tackle laid. Worthley. Oh. Crowd not happy here from a PINT perspective. The tackle below the knees is the call. So Worthley, he's been a very good defender in this first quarter.
Even you know it's not true.
He's almost kicked into the man on the mark. The torp has not made the distance, and even though I haven't heard it, I'd say the quarter-time siren has sounded here at Tracy Village Oval.
Yeah, you're right, Dom. A little bit quieter here, the quarter-time siren, at Tracy Village, but both teams agree that it's gone, and at the end of the first period, it is PINT leading the Wanderers 4-1-25, 2-2-14. Quickly, your disposal getters, Cody Leggett and Daniel Clee for the Wanderers with 7 each, and for PINT, it was Tom Schwarzenberg, who's also got the 7 in a tie contest. Dom, how do you see it?
Yeah, look, certainly a tight contest. Again, I don't think the scoreboard is really reflective of how much ball both teams are getting, but the scoreboard is where it counts, and PINT, they've been much cleaner inside 50. They've had a whole lot more space to kick into. Consequently, they're in front.
Absolutely. That is how it has gone in this first quarter. We'll be back with more action right after this short break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Top-end footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top-end footy. Nothing comes close.
Right. Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage here at Tracy Village Oval. Round 9 action, Indigenous round, the last game of round 9, and it is the PINT Green Ants leading the Muck Mucks by 11 points here. My name's Lockie Humphrey, joined by Dominic McCormack. Dom, how did you see that first quarter going, and what do you see happening in this second quarter?
Yeah, look, terrific quarter by both teams, I think. As we said just before the break, PINT just cleaner with the footy and numbers around the footy. I think that's going to be telling as the game goes on if Wanderers allow that to continue. PINT just, they look fitter. When they get hold of the ball at halfback, they're running in numbers. Consequently, they've got a lot of space inside 50. That's been the difference. Yeah, you're right. Your goal scorers. Quickly before we get back underway, Jack Truan kicked one. Jaden Bear, Noah Spiteri, Bailey Fraunfelder, and for Wanderers, it was Fraser Bradley and Matthew Motlop. Crosley from the ruck contest wins that down for PINT. Immediately the free kick against Leggett, and it was there too. And PINT, they just don't stop. There's that run. Little chip, nice and open. And this is potentially going to be a report, maybe a 50. Neither. It's play on, and they're closer in any event. PINT player put down behind play. And PINT to have the first opportunity. There it was, straight away, Lockie, from the middle, running in numbers. You could see the wave and instantly the space inside 50. And James Rowe, who's such a wonderful ball getter with his first shot on goal. And there's space again. Cameron Wilson, one of the vice captains, just wandering, pardon the pun, into space, and now finds himself only 15 to 20 metres out. You're right, Dom. Bit lazy from the Wanderer defence. You just need to get their numbers back. They can't let little cheap kicks like this go the way of Cameron Wilson. He's too good to allow open in the forward 50. His first game of the season. We're looking to get an early one on the board for PINT. Low drilling kick. Team are happy. Goal on the board. PINT immediately. First goal of the second quarter, so they move on to 5-1-31. Wanderers 2-2-14, and we say immediately 1 minute and 20 seconds. First goal in the second quarter. Not what the Eagles would have been looking for, but Cameron Wilson very happy about that, and they extend their lead 31-14. Another really impressive inclusion into this Green Ant side. Cameron Wilson played in the Ovens and Murray League this year for Yarrawonga and had the 10 best players in 18 games, so he's a handy prospect in his second NTFL season. First game this year on the board early in this second quarter, extending the Green Ants margin, and it's up to the Muck Mucks to respond here. And they need to respond quickly. They've got the 2 goals on the board. They've had the ball inside 50, just have not been clean with it. Phillips got a little touch on that one, but it's gone the way of Pint. That's dropping the ball. Fantastic. Cody Leggett, that's another excellent tackle that he's laid. Billy Shanks just tossing the ball back to him. So from the middle here, Cody Leggett just bang straight down the corridor into space. Bradley there, taken around the neck, surely. No call. And the ball out of bounds. Gee, the players are peeling for it. I was with them.
Yeah, I had the hands up too, Dom. I couldn't believe that. Bradley was clearly taken off the ball and umpire turned a blind eye. I've seen a lot worse than that paid.
So boundary throw in now. Crosley down there against Timothy Allman. Crosley just paddling that one away beautifully. Little handball coming out to Jacob Dawson. Wanderers stopping it momentarily. Wirchin had it, kicked it, lost it. Leggett, one grab pickup. That was brilliant. Little chip out to the side. I don't really think he meant that. Maybe he did. Keenan Smith-Thompson takes the grab. Doesn't matter how you get it, but he got it. Very important kick here for Smith-Thompson.
He is a really impressive player, Cody Leggett. And once again, whether he meant it or not, the class is on full display. Absolute engine room for the Muck-Mucks in it. Another opportunity here. They have to make the most of it as Dylan DeSantos has got a chance from long range. He's got to pump one from right outside 50. It was always offline and eventually out on the full.
Time they bring the footy straight back into play. Again, there's that running play, the run and gun, the handball. Out to centre wing, broke down momentarily. Regained control here through Rowe. Onto the right boot, up into the centre. No mark taken, and that's the turnover through Billy Shanks. Waylon Walters was there. Handball cut off. And now a throw is the call. So back again to the middle. Pint just relentless with their pressure. Out to the wing, full of run they are. In the clear, nice long kick. Taken out there by Fraunfelder. Kicked a goal in the first quarter. Little chip on the left boot. And again, that's just too easy. Noah Spiteri takes the mark, plays on, kicks to the pocket. Almost being a little bit too unselfish, perhaps. And it'll be a boundary throw in deep in that left forward pocket in favour of Pint.
James Rowe starting to get really involved in this second quarter for the Green Ants. Number 4 in the orange boots. Watch him get on the move. Former Adelaide player and a really classy prospect. 26-year-old will be hoping to snag one here. Watch him get on the move.
McDonald from the ruck contest. Got the ball at the back of the pack. Now the high kick. Defenders waiting underneath it. Lovell's in there. Haven't seen enough of him. Leggett as well. Ball spins out, goes to Rowe, snaps on the left boot, and he's put it through. What a kick from James Rowe. He only needed a moment. Straight through the middle for their 6th, though. This is really starting to look dangerous now. 6-1-37 Pint to Wanderers 2-2-14. 5.5 gone in this second quarter. 2 scoring shots to the 1 out of bounds on the full. Both scoring shots goals.
Don't say I didn't tell you so. James Rowe, always dangerous, and getting his first goal of the day. Had the 31 disposals a fortnight ago. Another massive inclusion for the Green Ants, and we'll be happy to roll around, get the second of the quarter as they extend the margin again, and worrying signs here for the Muck-Mucks, Dom.
Yeah, indeed. They just did not clear that from their defensive zone. Had the players there, but Pint, relentless. Crosley up against Phillips. Phillips got the good paddle away on that one. Rowe, however, here he comes. Looking for players in the clear. He's found Schwarzenberg. Spillage comes to Crosley. Went with the torp, didn't quite work. Ugly kick inside 50, doesn't matter. Comes to the back. McDonald up to Trewin. Trewin from the goal square. 3 in a row to start this second quarter. Trewin kicks his second. He's been Johnny on the spot on a number of occasions. That time there, it was his turn. Again, just great play from centre wing, Lockie. Once they had it, they were in control.
So dangerous going forward in the first 6 minutes of this quarter, and you're right, Jack Truant on the spot in the right place, as he seemingly does on a lot of occasions, and he'll be happy to put that one through as the pressure is really on this Muck-Muck's midfield. Just seemingly too easy at the moment. James Rowe once again getting his hands on it, and you look at the midfield that they have in there, Dom, at the moment, this PINT team. They've got Braden Crosley in the ruck. They've got the VFL League best and fairest in Dawson as well, with James Rowe, AFL experience. It's a really dangerous midfield, and it's on show here at Tracy Village.
Yeah, it's frightening, isn't it? That's a really, really powerful midfield, and it's on show and it's working. Crosley with the little paddle. Nice wrap up of the tackle there. First hands went to George Wilkes, just couldn't do anything with it on that occasion. Coming through nicely there was Willis, just couldn't take the ball with him. And at times that's been the difference. PINT one touch, Wanderers not. Crosley just maintaining front position. Phillips did well. He's tossed to the ground, and Crosley busted again. Pretends to help him up.
Yeah, Crosley just sometimes hangs on a little bit too long and a bit over-aggressive, which you don't mind seeing, but you're right, Phillips is the beneficiary again of another free kick.
He is. He's looking a bit the worse for wear too on this occasion. Kicks it out. Oh, and he's just run inside the protected zone there, did Jaden Beer. So Phillips, in fact, it was Truan. And Phillips, another 50-metre penalty to Phillips. He has another opportunity to push this either deep inside 50 or to have a shot. He's played on, and there's Clee again. Takes the footy.
Yeah, Truan was just standing behind Phillips there, almost trying to sneak up on him, and the umpire said, "You can't do that, mate," and Clee will now have an opportunity.
Must have the shot this time, Lockie.
He does. He has to go back, and you're right, he's probably a little bit closer, which he'll favour himself, and it looks like the breeze is heading towards that end of the ground. And Daniel Clee will back himself and needs to here. The Muck-Mucks, they need a response in this second quarter. It's been all green ants, 9 minutes gone.
So Daniel Clee needs to kick this goal. Kick on its way, and he has put that through. He has. Daniel Clee, goal on the board. So Wanderers, they stay sort of close enough. 3-2-20 plays 7-1-43. But what I like out of that is just the value of Tyler Phillips. He wins ruck contests. He wins free kicks. And then when he has the ball, Lockie, he uses it well. Didn't blaze away there. Saw that Clee was free. Put it on his chest.
You're right, Dom. He could have easily gone for the shot from long range and taken advantage of the breeze and tried to put that one through. But did the unselfish team thing. And it ended up in a solid goal from Daniel Clee. Margin back to 23 points.
Phillips having a break from the ruck. Kaylee Roberts up in ruck against Crosley, and Crosley wins that one down easily. Wilkes had it again, lost it. Keenan Smith-Thompson didn't hang on to the footy. This time Roberts goes back in and gets hold of it, mucking around with it here in midfield. Good tackle laid there by Wirchin to hold up the footy. He's done more than hold it up. He's won himself a free kick. So well done eventually there from the Eagles. You cannot say that they are not having a crack. It's just their usage of the footy. Worthley now off half-back. Long kick and comes off the hands of Harry McKimmie down there. Sees it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
You're right, Dom. Just a little bit of overuse through the middle of the ground. Fumbly when they can't afford to be, but they get the ball moving and get a bit of a run on. They can look dangerous if they can lock it inside their forward 50 and forward half here.
Crosley just protected that zone really nicely, and he won himself a free kick. Kaylee Roberts went high. Handball on. Straight out to McKimmie. And Worthley proving worthy here this afternoon across half-back. Chip, and as soon as I say that, classic commentator's curse, turns it over magnificently in the centre of the ground. They did not need that. Frauenfelder, long kick, good kick. No mark taken there by McDonald. Goes back in and gets hold of the footy. Pint attacked the footy in numbers. Wanderers come away with it. Keenan Smith-Thompson on the burst. Lovell again had it, lost it. Went in head first and wins himself a free kick. Perhaps fortunate. And haven't seen enough of Lovell. He's a very good player. Needs to get his hands on the footy. Good lead, no mark to Allman. Needed him to hang on to that one. Ball up towards James Rowe. Goal kicker already in this second quarter. Up to Beer. Has a bounce, runs to 40, kicks on goal and misses to the near side.
Jaden Beer, he almost had more time than what he needed. At that point, had the bounce and kind of looked up and said, "You're going to give me this much space," and just wasn't able to put it through. So kicked their second behind of the day, the Green Ants.
Yeah, that's all. Only their second behind. Ball out to DeSantis, now out to Keenan Smith-Thompson. One of their good runners. Needs to use that and then use the footy well. Up towards half forward again, just over the head of Allman. Came back to him momentarily, lost it again. Out to Shanks, and they see it out of bounds at half forward. Wanderers need to set up well here and try and put on some real pressure and keep the footy in here.
Yeah, it's at the stoppages where they're really in trouble, the Wanderers. Winning the hitouts 13-6 makes it difficult, and Connor McDonald now in the ruck for Pint.
He's been good too. Gets a little tap on that one. Comes out here to Leggett. Strong in the tackle. Free kick paid. Free kick paid for the palm off, I think. Little chip goes to Rowe. Had it, lost it, doesn't matter. Just keeps on running. Off to short. Here they go through the midfield again. Long kick. Open forward line. DeSantis did well. The ball slapped forward. First player there should be Spiteri. Boundary line beats him. Again, they get that flow going. Lockett, they look really good, don't they, through the midfield?
They do. Look so good through the middle of the ground. Link up easily, and the Wanderers just simply can't go with them.
So players setting themselves again here. Ruck contest will be between Connor McDonald and Kaylee Roberts. McDonald has looked very strong in these contests, again taking that front position. Rowe crashing in and laying the tackle. Ball spat out according to Walsh. Rowe again. Tackle laid, brought to ground is Dawson. That's brilliantly done. And who is it? Cody Leggett. Working his way right into this game. Needs a few more to go with him. Out wide, looking for Clee. Ball off hands. In the hands of Shot. In fact, it's gone over the boundary line. So another boundary throw in at half forward here for Pint.
Yeah, Cody Leggett up to the 10 disposals. So is James Rowe. As we approach 15 minutes in this second quarter. So both stars for the respective teams getting plenty of the football.
Roberts did okay on that occasion for his team. Wanderers moved the ball forward. Again, a good tackle laid. Ball spilled. So they're hard at it and in the contest. Just trying to work out who's taking this free kick here. Wanderers a little bit confused. Kaylee Roberts the man.
Love to see this kick try to come through the middle of the ground. They've really kept it on the far side all of this quarter, the Mucks, and again a turnover will go the way of the Green Ants.
Little short chip finds the chest of Bear. Another chip, Curtis Ryan. Just very happy to work it around here, our Pint. Almost all the way back to fullback. Now the turnover's possible. Bradley, hands on it, couldn't take the grab. Phillips is there to fight away for it. Tackle laid. The umpire says, I will have it.
Well done from Bradley. You love to see that from your key forwards, getting involved defensively and helping force a stoppage in a dangerous position here.
Now Phillips, the man to go up in the ruck contest, just tosses McDonald out of the way. Phillips again, little touch. Handball came out. Head over the football was McConnell. Ryan did well. DeSantis is there, took the footy, he's taken down. No call from the umpire. Billy Shanks got a little touch in there. Lovell taken and taken high. Gee, put himself in a tough position there and won the free kick. Now they're out into the clear. Ball taken by McRae. Kicks long. Players wrestling in the goal square. Bradley's there, got a touch to it. Knocked through by the Pint defence. Superb play there by Brad Ryan, the captain. They only concede the point.
You can't fault their effort. The Muck-Mucks there, going in as hard as they can. It's just the poise and the real class, the Green Ants, that's been on show. But the effort has certainly been there, and they're still in this game. If they can get a bit of a flow on, this one should trickle out of bounds.
And again, that quick ball movement from Pint sees the ball out of bounds on centre wing. They just get that flow going. We're repeating ourselves here, but that's what it's like at the moment. Pint on the move, just wave after wave. Ruckman setting themselves. Kaylee Roberts again with Phillips resting forward against Connor McDonald. McDonald winning that one down, comes back to him. Little quick kick away is a good one. Worthley couldn't quite get there, and he's whacked his opponent high, said the umpire. Somehow he's whacked him high and he's come up with a leg injury.
Yeah, McKimmie that went down hard. Worthley didn't need to do that. Should have gone for the footy, and this is a good launch pad here for Pint, as they'll do just that.
Handball off again, and Cody Leggett, he was reading the play very nicely there. Stuck himself in the perfect position, took the mark. Flares out wide here. So Wanderers looking to emulate Pint with a steady build-up. Long kick's a good one. Finds a teammate in McRae. Brought to ground, fairly so, said the umpire. Chip in board. Oh, he's called to play on. And the umpire says that he will take it. So a bit of a non-call made there. Said play on for not 15. I thought he was taken high immediately.
Yeah, Worchon was there for an absolute eternity, begging for that ball inside, and was never within 15 metres. Got tackled straight away. The stoppage is forced. Here he goes again, though, Worchon.
Off he goes. Handballs. Gee, he set up Lovell there. Got the handball away. Rowe almost took it, couldn't quite do so. Ball paddled out the back. Crosley gets it. Gee, he's good with his hands, Crosley. For a big man, that's exactly what you want to see. Handball off here to Schwarzenberg. Brendan Motlop had it, lost it. Walters just clears. And the defensive wall set up here by Pint. Footy taken by McConnell. Working it around by hand. The little chip. And Motlop comes in and crashes into Fraunfelder hard. And the free kick taken.
Yeah, Motlop made him earn it. But I haven't loved Pint's entries in this second quarter. Just maybe been a little bit hungrier than what they would, and the kicks have found a lot of intercept marks. Against maybe a better opponent, it would be a different story, but Wanderers will always give you opportunities. So a chance here on goal for Fraunfelder. He'll be looking for his second of the day.
Normally a good kick of the footy is Fraunfelder. He took the knock then too from Brenton Motlop, who's not a small defender. So Fraunfelder, can he put this one through? They kicked 3 on the burst. And now he has indeed put that one through. Bailey Fraunfelder, 1 in the first quarter. Now he kicks his second. And his team, they move on to 8-2-50, leading Wanderers comfortably 3-3-21. 20 and a half minutes gone here in this second quarter.
Yeah, Bailey Fraunfelder getting his second of the day. He's played 5 games this season. Kicked the 6 goals, 3 against Waratah in round 1. Really impressive player. Played a bit of Ovens and Murray footy, and was actually a representative 2 years ago for their inter-league competition. So he is another talented Green Ant, and proving all of that with that kick there. Number 2 for him. Margin out to 29 points, and as many would have predicted, it's looking to be a really, really dominant Pint. Running over the top so far, if the Muck-Mucks have nothing more to do with it.
Yes, it starts right here. Tyler Phillips, what can he do? Time on here in this second quarter. Be great to see the Eagles steal one away. Look at that ruck work. And Taken down there was Jacob Dawson. His work through the middle was fantastic, and then he's brought down. Handballs here. Cody Leggett just can't quite get hold of the footy. Tackle laid, dropped the footy, no call. Heavy tackle again laid. Lovell in the action. And the umpire calls for the footy. That's a good tackle laid on Cameron Wilson there, who was in hard himself. Geez, they've got some tough nuts in there, haven't they, Pint? But Wanderers equal to it. Phillips in there. Tapped away beautifully by Crosley. Taken down without the footy. Well done there by the captain in Matthew Motlop. Wins himself a free kick.
Yeah,
Jacob in the clear. Billy Shanks.
Jacob Dawson, a little welcome to NTFL footy moment there. He got smashed in the stoppage before and then tried to give a bit more back but gave away the free kick. Bit different up here in the NT as the ball goes down the line.
Close to the
Muck-Mucks work it out.
Close to the boundary line as Walsh has to flick the footy back in, and who's waiting for it? Rowe. He's brought down, got the tackle away. Phillips, big body. Gee, they're going in hard. Both teams throwing themselves. Crosley again. He's going to give away another free kick here, is Crosley. The wrestle on at centre wing here. Players throwing themselves in. And the umpire, how's he going to see this here?
Yeah, the big fella just getting in a bit of a headlock operation, and he wants a bit more here. Braden Crosley, he's not a man that I'd be trying to take on anytime soon. And
he's got Worthley at him. And the free kick is going to Wanderers. And he's going to come away here to Timothy Allman. He's played as a key forward. Umpire, big smile on his face to Crosley. Not allowed to play on just yet. The umpire wasn't finished chatting just yet to Crosley. Now the umpire says you can go. Puts the ball onto the chest here of Wirchin. Josh Wirchin works hard. Long kick, dangerous kick. Down at a forward 50. The mark taken, yes it is. Mark taken down there for the Eagles. And who is it? It's the big man who was involved right from the word go in that big scuffle, and that is Tyler Phillips. He is such a valuable player to the Eagles, this man. Finds himself well within scoring distance. He's the perfect foil. Rucks his measure and then goes and rests at full forward. Wonderful to see Aaron Motlop using such a talented player in this way. So Tyler Phillips needs to put the score on the board here. Dead in front, 20 metres out. Kicks on goal, puts it straight through the middle, does Tyler Phillips. He kicks his first for the afternoon, a much-needed goal for the Eagles. They move on to 4-3-27, trailing Pint 8-2-50. 24 minutes gone. Another Crosley free kick leads to another Wanderers goal, Lockie.
It does, the big fella just getting a bit annoyed, and the two Southport teammates getting a bit physical, and you're right, another free kick against. And the beneficiary are the Muck-Mucks, Tyler Phillips, with a really strong contested mark and going back and doing what he should do. But you're right, Dom, I've been really impressed with his game. Tyler Phillips, it's no mean feat coming up against Braden Crosley. He's one of the best ruckmen going around in the VFL competition for Southport, and he's certainly taking it up to him this afternoon.
Yeah, Braden Crosley's outstanding, isn't he? I love his tap work from the middle. Here we go again against Tyler Phillips. There's the tap work. Beautiful. Wanderers, can they get their hands on the footy? They can. Tyler Phillips has it. Play on advantages. The call comes away now through Walsh. Kick up into forward 50. Bradley is there and he takes the mark. First opportunity on the lead with the kick put out in front. And Fraser Bradley, he's kicked one in the first quarter. Can he kick a second here? Well, he's going to have to. He's going to have to at least have a crack at it. Siren sounds for half-time here at Tracy Village Oval. If they could sneak this one, it'd be incredible. It'd put them within 3 goals. So Fraser Bradley from the pocket.
He's a brilliant kick for goal, Fraser Bradley. Dead-eye accuracy, and he needs all of that on this occasion. The win will be over his shoulder.
They worked brilliantly out of the middle. Fraser Bradley has his shot on goal and kicks the minor score. So a point registers. Have they registered it? Yep, just confirming that. They have registered the point on the board. So Wanderers move on to 4-4-28. Pint in the lead, 8-2-50 here at half-time.
Yeah, Muck-Mucks responding late in that second quarter. And you're right, Dom, we probably didn't expect to have a 22-point margin at half-time, but yet we do, and it was thanks to a bit of ill discipline from some PINT players, as it certainly lifted a little bit in that last 5 minutes. And we do have a bit of a game on our hands, which is you just love to see. So they'll go into halftime break. What do you think the message would be from both Mark Wiley and Aaron Motlop?
Oh, I think from Aaron Motlop initially it'd be, we want to see far more one-grab footy. That really cost them, I thought, in the second quarter. And then when you've got it, get it long and deep into the attacking. Let's do our defensive work at half forward, not at, in the centre or at half back. But and then from PINT, I think it'd be some of the discipline stuff, really. Let's stop mucking around with this. Let's use the footy, but also the positives. Keep the run going, the run and carry, the open forward line, making the most of those opportunities.
So an interesting clash here at Tracy Village. It is PINT leading by 22 points at halftime. We'll be back after this break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah, she loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back.
Top end footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top end footy. Nothing comes close.
Yeah, guns and anything guns, boys, fighting, shit like that. Mum and dad were wouldn't even let us watch Power Rangers. How weak is that? I can't know my dad, he was watching Jurassic Park. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, this could be bad. Yeah, you got to be careful. And he was having nightmares for like 3 months. Yeah.
Welcome back to AFL-NT's coverage of the 2025-26 Men's Premier League season. Round 9, Indigenous round here. You can see the Pint Green Ants with the beautiful Indigenous jerseys on today. A 22-point lead for them over the Muck Mucks as we're about to get underway for third quarter action. My name is Lockie Humphrey and your caller is Dominic McCormack.
Thanks, Lockie. About to get underway indeed. I didn't expect Wanderers to be so close, actually, at half-time. Pine kicked 3 straight goals to begin the second quarter. I thought, hello, here we go. And Wanderers have just managed to hang in there. Umpire, nothing is wrong with your screen. They're just waiting for the siren to sound here at Tracy Village Oval. The umpire's wondering what's going on.
Bar's not too far from here, Dom. Maybe they got caught up in there as we are hoping to get underway soon.
There it is, the infamous Tracy Village siren. Ball tossed high. Crosley in good position. Taps that one down beautifully. Wanderers take hold of the footy. Clee did well. Phillips, such a good player. Handball's off to Clee again. The 1-2 long bomb inside 50. Pint, just so impressive in defence. Good mark taken there by Fullerton. Turnover though. Matthew Motlop getting in the road. Can he find the safe hands of somebody? He can. He didn't take the mark. Allman almost had it. In the back is going to be the call there, and it is. Well done there, Bryce Walsh. I think that is. Got his body in line with the footy. And in the back they went. So unusual here, Wanderers. Lockie, an opportunity to kick the first goal of a quarter. And if they kick this goal, they will be within 16 points.
Yeah, the scoreboard not really reflective of the territory that it has been played at. PINT have looked much the better side, but an opportunity here for Bryce Walsh. 9 disposals in the first half. Chance here.
Well, he has blown that opportunity. I thought he was close enough and good enough. Unfortunately for the Eagles, minor score on the board. So they advance by that. 4-5-29 to 8-2-50. Still those scoring shots. 10 scoring shots to 9. Wanderers in the game from a possession perspective, and that kicking cut off immediately by Reece Holmberg. Pumps that back inside 50. Allman there again, got hands to it. Taken away beautifully by McKimmie. Rowe out the back to Dawson. Crosley. Big man just pirouetted beautifully there. Rowe's kick smothered. Wanderers looking to tidy up in defence. Little handball forward. Now they're on the move. Long kick again inside 50. The one-on-one Allman. Still can't quite get his hands on the footy. Bradley does. Paddles it back inboard. No, he doesn't. Boundary line beat the two of them. Some good direct, but interesting to see the long kicks. We talked just at half-time, Lockie. Long kicks inside 50. Let's defend inside 50. 3 kicks we've seen now. Long, all inside 50.
It's the start we wanted. It's the start Mark Mucks would want as well. You're right, Dom.
Dawson just clean, and that's been the difference. He was clean there, off to Crosley. Long kick, dropped out the back by Lovell, recovered nicely. And that is poor use of the footy again. Out of bounds on the full. Free kick turnover will go to Cameron Wilson.
2.5 minutes gone, but defending much better to start off this third quarter. Try and get the ball back inside.
Mark taken there by Harrison Marr. Just looking to steady again here. Just flares it wide to Ethan Smith. Curtis Ryan, been solid. There they go again. Always looking to handball. And almost always with the player on. Crosley, here he is. Another put down there. Tyler Phillips throwing the weight around. And there's going to be a free kick downfield.
Yeah, it's against Tyler Phillips, the big man, throwing his weight in there. Crowd letting him know about it too. Probably not the worst free kick, just held up the play, slowed it down.
Umpire with the big smile on his face. Hasn't stopped smiling all game, that umpire. The low drilling ball almost cut off there by Ramey Hudson for the Eagles. Tackle laid, ball brought to ground. Well done. So both sides playing with good intent here.
Yeah, holding them up around this half-forward flank, not allowing those deep entries so far.
Going off the ground was Dawson momentarily, and a free kick paid by the umpire furthest away, and it will go to Matthew Motlop. Haven't really seen enough of the captain this afternoon. He's such a good ball user. I'd love to see more of him. Kick up there towards Cody Leggett. Just uses his body so well. Such a strong player. Kicking long up towards Phillips. Got a fingernail to it. See Clee wanting him to attack the footy there. Gets hold of it, tackled. He's just going to hold it up. Might have been Hamish McRae on that occasion.
Curtis Ryan there under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it was Clee came up with the footy. PINT player was the one who attacked the footy. Crosley paddling that one down nicely. Out goes Dawson. Got the handball away. Leggett. Looping handball, not what Clee was after. Taken in the tackle. Well done. Great decision by the umpire there. The arm went high, but Clee ducked low. Good call. There he is, the smiling umpire. Players wrestling for the footy. Just hacked away into the clear. And that's what PINT have had going forward almost all afternoon. Socket away again. Taken by the Eagles. Handball is good out to Worthley. Got time and space. Gee. Kicked up towards his captain in Motlop. PINT with numbers. Out to Dawson. Little chip. Cody Leggett's coming hard and fast. Tackles his opponent to the ground. Caught with the footy. Not before he had any opportunity to get rid of it, says the central umpire. Crosley went for the big fist, couldn't get the footy away. Shanks in there. In fact, it's Wirchin. Willis. Pint get a little cheeky handball away. Walsh goes in and grabs the footy. Ramey Hudson. Maybe he should have marked that. And he was being held, said the umpire. So, Ramey Hudson attacking the footy hard. And the ball will have to be returned to him there by his teammate and Hamish McRae.
They'll be happy to get this one. First disposal at 8 for Remy Thompson. Out wide.
Haven't really seen a lot of him today. He looks very much like Relton Roberts from Wanderers teams of years gone by. Thumped away beautifully. Gee, that was good play. Brave play there. I think that might have been Ethan Smith. That was a great punch away. Team defence, fantastic from Pint, and the ball out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Wanderers looking a lot better when they switched the play out wide. We didn't see that so much in the first half, but they've been able to get it out on this near side. And as Dom said, deeper entries, and it's looking good so far. Can they put it on the scoreboard now?
Trying to burrow his way through there was Bryce Walsh. Had the footy, lost the footy. Pint well set up from a defensive perspective. Tackle laid there on Rowe, ball spilt. And again, tackle pressure's good. Another ball up, 40 out from goal here.
Crosley back into the ruck. He'll be looking for his Southport teammate in Dawson.
Tapped away. Found him too. Couldn't get hold of the footy. Leggett does take the footy, but free kick paid and will go to Dawson. And 50 metres for the back chat here. Well, after they'd had all that pressure, Lockie, that was not what Aaron Motlop would have been looking for from his team.
Yeah, so costly, and it's in good hands as well. Jacob Dawson will be able to find a teammate on short, and it's in a dangerous part of the ground now if this next kick can be linked up.
So Schwarzenberg with that long kick, and it can indeed. James Rowe taking the mark, so just one dangerous blow to another. Left foot kick's a good kick. Cut off nicely. Well done there, Hamish McRae getting in the road. Kick is good, up to Leggett. Just kept on the move, like most good midfielders. Gee, into a pack of 3 onto 1 there. No one can take the grab. Crosley at ground level does very nicely, the big man. Has his Guernsey ripped away, got the handball away to Ryan. Long kick inside 50, mark taken. The Eagles defence holding up here. Billy Shanks, well done. Goes back to Leggett again. Really working back to his defensive 50. Does he find the teammate? Almost. Walsh goes back in and gets the footy. Stops and props a little bit there. Gets it back to Phillips. He's thumped over as Phillips. He and Crosley just having a running battle here this afternoon. A little bit untidy though, I have to say.
They are going toe-to-toe. This kick's going to go inside. They've got players out on the commentary wing position. If they can find them now, they do, and they'll have the overlap if they can get it there. Held up.
Walters it is with the footy. That's not quite the kick they were after. Cut off here by the hard-working Wilson. Ramey Hudson just missed the footy. Handball comes out to McDonald. Beautiful play there by Pint. Again, another cut-off. Hamish McRae been important in the early stages of this third quarter. Wanderers, if they can just find consecutive targets here. Leggett up to centre-half forward, and the mark dropped. Had to be taken. Handball comes out, and a push in the back is the call. So just poor play there by George Wilkes.
Yeah, he needed to hold on to that mark. That was their opportunity to get it in deep.
So again, Pint now. Good and steady. Out to the far wing. Ordinary kick off the right boot. Turnover here. Now to Walsh. Brought down in the tackle. Spillage. Goes to Ryan. Handball might have been spilt, but gee, the numbers are always there for Pint. McKimmie. Long kick up to centre-half forward. Clee. Little chip from him will find Wirchin. Looks to play on and does. Handball to Leggett. Handball to Clee at his ankles. Not where he wanted it. Out here to Walsh again. Now to Leggett. Oh, that's a good spot in the middle. Onto the right boot. Long, inside forward 50. No mark taken, no free kick paid. Poor kick. McKimmie got a little handball away. There they are backing up beautifully. Chain of handballs comes to McConnell, then to Dawson. Just calm in a crisis is Dawson. Puts the ball out into space and on the run. Murphy short. Play on advantage was the call. McConnell drops the footy. That's a great pickup and a high tackle laid there on Reece Holmberg. What did he do first, Lockie? He attacked the footy really hard and picked it up with one grab.
He did. Earned it, put his head over it. Wanderer defending well, forcing some turnovers that we didn't see in the first half from Pint and putting the pressure on. Is there a chance to go forward again? Need to put it on the scoreboard and make them pay.
Keenan Smith-Thompson got the ball out to Lovell. Got it back there to McRae. And play on advantage is the call here. So Wanderers with an opportunity. And smothered out of bounds. That's brilliant defence from Pint. They were set up beautifully deeper. That's why the ball was held up and the ball then out of bounds. Wonderful smother.
Billy Shanks took the advantage and just messed around with it a little bit too much. Needed to get it in quickly.
Tapped away nicely. Dawson again. Looking there for short. Pint move it by hand. Cut off here, Lovell, brought to ground. Again a handball into the clear. James Rowe on the left boot. High up and under. Fall of the ball there was bare. Billy Shanks with the footy. Handball away to Phillips. Through the middle is Gourde. Now a player in the clear. The skillful Motlop is going to have time and space here. Gets hold of the footy. Runs to 50. Little chip is perfect. Bradley drops the footy. Motlop coming in again. Missed the footy. Defence goes to work. Bradley can't lay a tackle. Pint in the clear. And Schwarzenberg did really well there to take the grab. Just steady play down here for the Green Ants.
After all that hard work to get a deep inside 50 entry on the chest of Bradley, and he put it down so costly. Motlop Bradley came again, but Motlop's men would be really frustrated with that one not being a shot at goal.
Schwarzenberg just moving himself into a good defensive position again. Taking that footy in the pocket. Bradley trying to put the pressure on. Another short kick. Bradley Gedgie.
Cody Leggett up to the 18 disposals. He's really racked him up in this third quarter.
From the pocket. Pint go long. Onto the chest of Reece Holmberg, who's attacked the footy really well in this quarter. McRae with the mark. Long kick again inside 50. And Allman just, in fact, it was Kaylee Roberts just completely misjudging the footy there. There is a breeze here at Tracy Village Oval. Ran hard at the footy, went straight over his head. Out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Both teams still yet to register a goal. 14 minutes gone in this third term. Can the Muck-Mucks get on the board here?
Tyler Phillips laying the tackle. Hard at it. Bryce Walsh over the footy. Comes out there to Roberts. But a handball away to Smith-Thompson. And a free kick's going to be paid here, and it will go to Wanderers. And that's what happens when you put the pressure on inside attacking 50. The high tackle. And it's going to go here to that man again in Tyler Phillips. I think he has a target on his head as this game has gone on. But when he plays forward, it means that free kicks can be given away.
You'd love to see your big men throwing the weight around and making their presence felt. It's been a really contested 15 minutes of footy, and Tyler Phillips, not for the first time today, has got an opportunity to line up and put through what would be his second goal and bring the margin back to 15 points.
Left of centre, should kick from no more than 35 metres out. Oh, he sounds pretty happy with that. Put that through the middle. So Tyler Phillips kicks his second for the afternoon. More importantly, Wanderers, they move on to 5-5-35, and can you believe it, with Pint on 8-2-50, they are only 15 points away. And Lockie, to my surprise, you'd have to say that Wanderers have controlled this third quarter. They've had so many more opportunities. They've only kicked the one goal, but their opportunities forward to centre have been terrific.
It has been all Wanderers in this second half so far. You're right, Dom. They've had all the play, just haven't been able to execute going forward, but they've certainly been able to force those turnovers from Pint that we didn't see in the first half, and they've been missing those and fumbling a little bit more than what we've seen, and suddenly Wanderers are in with a little bit of a chance here as we approach time on.
Crosley, beautiful tap down again, read well by Leggett, got a little soccer away from the congestion, and again they go forward. Leggett on the up, Walsh at the footy, has it, taken to ground. They'll take that, a ball up 40 out from goal. Wanderers just need to reset now, put the pressure back on again.
This next goal is massive, Dom, either way.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Lockie. Crosley with another beautiful tap down. Walsh laying another good tackle. Ball comes out, play on, says the umpire. In there is Roberts. So too George Wilkes getting his hand on the footy. Crosley again with the tap. Wanderers diving in on the footy. The umpire's going to call this quickly. Players throwing themselves in willingly here. Wanderers sensing an opportunity here to claw back this lead. Crosley another tap. Dawson was right onto it. Wanderers with the possession. Handball comes out into the clear. Keenan Smith-Thompson on the left boot. Snaps at goal. Front and centre. Brilliant. And that is a goal. Keelan Fijo, perfect positioning from him. He kicks his first for the afternoon and draws Wanderers within 2 goals. Incredible. 6-5-41 to 8-2-50. 18 minutes gone in this third quarter. Wanderers on the burst.
If there was any doubt before, there's no doubt now. We have a game on our hands here at Tracy Village. Not many would have expected it, but it's just a 9-point margin, and the Muck Mucks have a bit of a run on Dom. And you're right, just one win in season 25-26 so far for the Muck Mucks. One loss so far for Pint. They have an opportunity to go on top after today and finish round 9 in first position. Wanderers have other ideas. Game on here at Tracy Village.
Ball tossed high, another good tap from Crosley. Little handball came away from Rowe. Wanderers will take it out of the middle. Into the clear. Matthew Motlop. What can he do with this? Bangs it long. The lead comes. Phillips is there. So too Fijo. Defence goes to work for Pint. Murphy Short was in there. Kick goes back towards goal. Almost the mark to Phillips. Tidying up as the Pint defence. Beautiful play. Away comes the kick. Player in the clear already. So Pint reset very quickly, under pressure momentarily. Little chip up towards Dawson. Takes the mark under pressure. Wanderers need to man up here. Need to try and rebuild this pressure again. Walsh goes back in to try and do exactly that. Pint on the move through the middle. Handball comes out wide to Short. Out on the left boot. Looking for a target out there. Brenton Motlop pushes his player away, but that player in the form of Spiteri gets hold of the footy. They keep working it forward to Pint. Ramey Hudson over the footy. Toe poking away is Spiteri. Kicks on goal. It went through the legs of a number of players. Comes back here to Jack True and has the shot on goal. Is smothered. And wandering over the goal is Worthley, and the umpire says that he was not under pressure. What was he thinking?
It was a comedy of errors, Dom. It was Jack Truan who had plays lining up for that snap at goal, was smothered, and then Worthley just a bit of a brain fade as Pint can snap around and they get back out of 15 points.
Fraunfelder it is. takes the footy and kicks the goal, and commiserations go to Thomas Worthley there, and he's just having a bit of an explanation from the central umpire. But Frauenfelder, he's now kicked 3 goals, 1 in each quarter, becomes the only player in this match so far to kick 3 goals. PINT, little bit of breathing space at the 20-minute mark. 9-2-56 plays 6-5-41.
Just making the most of their opportunities. 25 inside 50s to the Wanderers. But that was the first time PINT have had it really down their end, and they kick a goal. Undo all that hard work from the Mucks, and it's back out to 15 points. Frauenfelder and Aaron Motlop would be really disappointed at Worthley there. Just a bit of a brain fade. He had no one within 10 metres of him as the ball's back underway.
Crosley with another good tap away. Wanderers with an opportunity to take the footy, and again a free kick paid for a hold. Leggett on the move, takes the footy, kicks long. Again, PINT, just the numbers. They always have numbers at the footy. Nice mark taken here by Jai Barry, right in front of our commentary position here at Tracy Village Oval. If PINT don't know already, they need to know now that Wanderers are just going to keep on coming in this game. Nice mark for Thomas Schott, one of 2 vice-captains. Little chip is good. Finds the other one in Cameron Wilson. Cameron Wilson's played a good game. Player in the clear. Schwarzenberg takes that mark. And PINT just steady here as we enter into time on. Long kick. Almost a mark down there to Fullerton. Couldn't take it. The snap on goal is a minor score. So Wanderers, they need to tighten quickly here, because all of a sudden it's PINT going back inside 50 on multiple occasions.
Really important 3 or 4 minutes here. Wanderers can't afford to let another one through. Motlop would be really happy with a 15 or 16 point margin, but PINT back on the rebound again. They've got an opportunity going inside, but Phillips strong again.
Phillips has taken the grab. There's a PINT player down behind play. I was waiting for a whistle to sound. There wasn't one. Gee, the drop mark. There was a player on immediately for the handball. They didn't get there. Pressure comes. Out to Rowe. Players in the cliff. Siren sounded just before he kicked the footy. 3/4 time here at Tracy Village.
What a final chord we've got. There's plenty of feeling in this game. The Muck sniff an opportunity as we go in with a 16-point Green Ants lead. Quickly, your goal scorers. Jack Truan has kicked the 2. Bailey Frauenfelder with 3. And it has also been Jacob Maloney, Noah Spiteri, Jaden Bear and James Rowe. They kick the singles for Wanderers. And it is Keelan Fijo, Tyler Phillips kicked the double, and Fraser Bradley, Daniel Clee and Matthew Motlop all with 1 apiece. As we go into the final change, don't go anywhere. We've got a really interesting clash here at Tracy Village. More footy after this short break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 2025-26 NTFL season, round 9, Indigenous round, and what a last quarter we've got to finish it off. It is a 16-point PINT lead. The Muck-Mucks are coming, and you just never know, Dom. We could be watching the upset of the season. If they're able to get on the board quickly and put home this first one, anything can happen. My name's Lockie Humphrey. Your play-by-play caller is Dominique McCallback, who's about to get us underway for fourth quarter action here at Tracy Village Oval.
Lockie, you're absolutely right. You called it here first. Could it be the upset of the season? Well, Wanderers, they've put pressure on. They will not go away. Last quarter action. Ball tossed high. Phillips in the ruck against McDonald. Break even. Cody Leggett takes the footy away. Good kick. McRae almost a mark to Fijo. Billy Shanks with the handball. Wirchin knocks it on. Wanderers running in numbers. Handball backwards from Billy Shanks. Goes to Cody Leggett. Runs straight at goal and misses. Oh, that was a golden opportunity there for Wanderers. And with Cody Leggett, I would absolutely have thought that he'd kick that.
What a start it would have been.
Oh.
That is exactly what Aaron Motlop would have wanted. Cody Leggett's been everywhere, but on that occasion, he needed to execute 30 seconds into the final quarter. Instead, PINT get away with one as they release out of their back 50.
Up to the big man in Crosley, can't take the grab, goes to the back, tackle laid, ball spills. Walters fighting for it. Again, high up and under, punched away. And it's now Wanderers first to the footy, although Dawson gets a nice handball away, not taken cleanly by a teammate. Allman laid the tackle, set up nicely here. And this man's the key. Cody Leggett, that's a good kick, finds his captain, wheels around and plays on quickly. Long kick, 2 onto 1. Ball brought to ground. Fijo's there. Tackle laid. And the umpire says, dropping the ball.
He's paid holding the ball.
Wow, that is incredible. I did not think the PINT player had any opportunity at all to get rid of that. And the smiling assassin, umpire number 16, has absolutely nailed him. So, Wanderers, another early opportunity here to put a goal on the board. And it's Thomas Worthley. How poetic would this be? He was the man who walked over the line and gave one away. Could he redeem himself here?
Wow. My mouth well and truly aghast, Don. I cannot believe that that one was paid, but nonetheless, what an opportunity here.
Oh, it's a 50-metre penalty, is it?
It is. It is a 50-metre penalty.
No.
The umpire signalled and the crowd thought, I thought there's a bit going on here, Dom, that's for sure, but no, I think it's just going to work out.
It's a point.
In a solitary behind, you're right. So after all that, we're just going to get a behind, and it is a 14-point PINT lead.
Wow. Wanderers, 2 golden opportunities, 2 points. PINT now bringing this ball back into play. They are not well set up here. The skills have deserted them. Handball from Phillips was good to Walsh. Chipping ball, no good. Allman needed that one over the back. The kick now to the vice-captain, brings the ball to ground. Tyler Phillips goes in hard. Again, Wilson just tumbled over the boundary, and he's going to win a free kick for a high tackle. Leggett can't believe it.
Yeah, Cody Leggett coming in second, and he just copped him high. Didn't need to do that.
Yeah, Wilson's been so strong over the footy. He's been superb today. One of their genuine ball winners. Short kick. McDonald, good hands. He's a big man, Connor McDonald. Kicks long down the line. Speaking of big men, target is Crosley, goes from the back. Wanderers have the footy momentarily. Lovell have not seen enough of him. Oh, again, great hands. Crosley, good hands. Out to Rowe. Taken in the tackle almost. Little chip was just perfect from Rowe and finds the run and good movement there from Jai Barry. He goes short. Back to Rowe. Little push in the back. The umpire's not going to give a 50-metre penalty for that.
Yeah, James Rowe getting back on the end of it was quiet in that third quarter, but 2 really smart. Well, it was a smart kick. Firstly, to get it inside 50, the handball came from Crosley, and now Rowe has the opportunity to extend the margin. Their first inside 50 opportunity, 4 minutes in this fourth quarter. The experienced James Rowe now. You'd think this would make it a lot more difficult than it was at the start of the third quarter. Every goal, so important.
It's a good-looking kick off the boot, but it just fades to the left, so 1 behind on the scoreboard. So PINT have had their golden opportunity, and Worthley turns the footy over. Can you believe it? Kicked that straight to Tom Fullerton. It's not as though you can miss Tom Fullerton. He's, in the old measurement, he's probably standing about 6'3". Kicked it straight to him. So Fullerton, here's their second gilt-edged opportunity. Can he put this one through? On the approach, he's let that one ride on the breeze, and he's put that one straight through the middle as Tom Fullerton, crowd enjoying that one. So the first goal of the last quarter here at Tracy Village Oval goes to PINT, and they just extend that lead ever so slightly. 10-4-64 plays 6-7-43. It's taken us 5.5 minutes to get that first goal.
Haven't called his name much, Tom Fullerton, only his second disposal of the day, but he made that one count on his NTFL debut. First goal in PINT colours. 21 games for Brisbane and Melbourne in the AFL, so he is one that can certainly bob up in their forward line, and just another prospect to add to this PINT side as they extend to 21 points. But you're right, Wanderers, all the play inside their forward 50. They just couldn't put it on the scoreboard, and PINT got the other end to make him pay.
It's been the story of the afternoon, Lockie. You look at the scoring shots again. PINT 14, Wanderers 13. So it's so close. Connor McDonald just takes that footy out of the ruck. Long torpedo bomb. Underneath it was Hudson Tom. Couldn't take the grab. Jack Truan, ball spills, has a shot on goal, puts it straight through the middle.
That is sweet. Third. Sweet revenge for Jack Truan. 3 goals, and maybe that is the heartbreaker for Wanderers. Against his old side, he's able to run in and make it a triple for his day. And that makes it all the more difficult for Motlop's men.
Yeah, Jack Truan, been a very even performance from him up forward. Hasn't just kicked goals, he's given them away as well. Constantly in the right position. Just works hard, doesn't he?
He certainly does.
Connor McDonald, I can see him there, got a big smile on his face, taking the footy out of the ruck, and a big, long torpedo bomb. Not exactly the sort of kick that you like as a forward, but the defenders don't like it either, Lockie.
Exactly right. Fell the right way, and now it's very difficult. Motlop's men need to respond quickly.
Tyler Phillips just tapping that to his own advantage initially. Jacob Dawson then to his. Comes through strongly on Walsh. Took the hit. Goes back in and gets the footy again. Handball came out to Willis. Man-handled by Crosley. And he's not alone in that regard, is Harry Willis. Crosley's man-handled everyone he's played against this afternoon. Phillips in the ruck. Dead heat maybe to Connor McDonald. Tapping it forward momentarily there was Fijo. Handball comes out here to Ryan. And the ball held up. Umpire will ball it up again.
Yeah, you're right, Dom. Brandon Crosley, he's got half his jersey hanging off his back. He's been battling blokes all day, throwing his weight around, and Connor McDonald's in the ruck for him now.
Quick kick comes out to Brenton Motlop. Couldn't quite get there to take the mark. Lays the tackle. That should be a free kick. Did not have the footy. Nice movement from Hudson Tom, and finds a teammate in Cody Leggett. Hudson Tom, they need to get the footy in his hands more often if he can use it like that. Turnover came from Leggett. PINT out wide. Schwarzenberg on centre wing. Goes out towards McKimmie. Punched away from him by Waylon Walters. And the boundary throw in at left half forward here for the PINT Green Ants.
Last 5 minutes, all in the Wanderer forward 50. The PINT forward 50. How do Wanderers respond?
Rowe comes away with it, as he has done so often this afternoon. Up to Crosley, got hands to it, took Motlop high, and the free kick's gone to Crosley.
Yeah, Crosley, whatever jersey he's got left hanging onto him, was getting hold on to. And he will win a free kick and can go back for his first of the day. Look at the big man. He looks like a big caveman with a mustache and the no hair and the jersey hanging off. It is really a sight to see. Can he put this one through?
Just to the left of centre. Kick on its way. Big, powerful kick. Of course he can. There he is. I'm not sure what that signal was. Was it the sword in the sheath there, Lockie? There he goes. He gives it again. Players come to him. They celebrate. I can't see Wanderers coming back from this. It'd be a mighty effort if they did. 12-4-76 plays 6-7-43. Almost 10 minutes gone in this last quarter.
Yeah, you're right. I couldn't tell you what that is, Dom, but it's some form of celebration. The crowd loved it here, the Pint boys. So Crosley getting involved. How about the big man just putting the game away? You'd think 10 minutes gone in this final quarter.
And again, 16 scoring shots to 13 it is, and with one out of bounds on the full for Wanderers. So if you look at it that way, scoring shots 14 apiece. This is where most often Pint have won at this time. Wanderers take it out of the middle. Quick kick came from Motlop. That is an excellent mark low down. Kick was poor. Rowe, she's just been everywhere all afternoon. Backing up again for the handball. Away they go through the middle. There's going to be a free kick paid. A hit put on Rowe, and it will be a downfield free, which is 10 metres further forward. And Rowe has not gotten to his feet just yet. As Pint play on here, McDonald takes the footy under pressure from Clee. Short jabbing kick. Well done there from Walters. Punch that one away. Contest here at centre half forward. Again, the handball comes out. Willis didn't take the footy. Just keeping the footy in front. Motlop handballs the ball back to Willis. Lovell got the ball to Motlop, and the umpire says no, that in fact was out of bounds. So boundary throw in, 60 out here from the Pint goalface.
James Rowe still down behind play. Trainers helping him out. 22 disposals today. He's been electric and everywhere. To his feet now, but Pint will certainly want to see him get back into this game.
Phillips up against McDonald. Phillips wins that one down to Walsh. Got a handball out the back to Motlop. That was good. Willis, quick kick on the left boot. Handball close to the boundary, and letting that go there is Jai Barry. Cody Leggett, not the spot you want to get caught in front of the Pint faithful. Not really.
No, you can hear him getting into him. Leggett just tried to put a hit on Brad Ryan. He didn't take too much homage to that.
Clee now over the footy. Got a handball out to Walsh on the left boot. That's a really nice kick. Cut off easily, however, in the end there. Brad Ryan. The run absolutely evident now. Just steadying play down are the Green Ants. Long kick out to McDonald. Doing well there was Keaton Smith-Thompson. Out the back to Phillips. Kicks up into space. First play there, Gedgie. Keelan Fijo takes the footy. Yeah, that's nice play. Evasion skills are good. Back to Smith-Thompson. His pace is good. Needed to see more of that this afternoon. Allman got himself under the contest. Ball punched away. Soccering off the ground is going to work. Rowe, there he is again. Handball out to Bear. Shanks in the way. Handball to Worthley. And now they're in trouble, Wanderers. Out here towards Hudson Tom. Fleet of foot. Handball is good to Worthley. Needs to find a target. Goes out to the hard-working Leggett. Doesn't let him down. Long kick. That's a good kick. Taken out there on centre wing. Bring it inboard again to Phillips. On the run to Wirchin. Broken the line nicely. Out to Bradley. Takes the mark on the chest. Well worked there by the Eagles. Bradley should just steady down here, go back and have his shot unless there's someone in absolute clear space.
You're right. Worked that one out well. One of their better plays today, the Mucks. Bradley not looking confident at all, but he might just have to take it upon himself. Sting has certainly been taken out of this game in the last 5 or so minutes. Pint controlling it around their back half, and now Fraser Bradley. Opportunity just to get one back here.
Kicks a good one right to the goal line. No mark taken, and a free kick, in fact, paid here to the Eagles. It's that man again. He just attracts the free kicks. Tyler Phillips. He will take it. Good to see the goal umpire getting in on the action there, tossing the ball back to Tyler Phillips. He's kicked 2 goals already in this game, 1 in the second quarter, 1 in the third. Lining up here for his third. And a 50-metre penalty for a bit of chat, just making it almost a certainty here unless something were to go horribly wrong for Tyler Phillips. So from the goal square, taps that one through. Tyler Phillips with his third. Wanderers with their seventh. That's what they needed in the first 30 seconds of this last quarter, Wanderers. A goal on the board. 7-7-49, plays 12-4-76. 15 minutes gone in this last quarter.
Certainly, you're right, Dom. Could have been a completely different story had they put through those first few opportunities of this final quarter. They didn't, and the PINT experience and class has just shone through in the last 10 or so minutes. That one from Fraunfelder giving away the 50-metre penalty and let Tyler Phillips just walk in to kick his third goal. Been really impressed with his game today. Certainly one of the better ones for the Muck-Mucks.
Kaylee Roberts back in the ruck contest against the much bigger Crosley. Crosley takes front position straight down to Jacob Dawson. Losing the ball on this occasion to Walsh. High up and under inside 50. Almost the mark taken. Tackle laid by Fijo. Contest on the ground is good. Wanderers players playing for the free kicks. Handball comes out to Bradley. Fires on goal and misses to the near side. It's been an almost afternoon for Bradley. 6-8-44. Plays 12-4-76. Straight up the ground. And Dawson just stands his ground. Up the middle again. The ever-reliable McDonald almost took the mark. Behind his back. Wanderers through Worthley, looking to get the footy out. Taking the ball was Wilson, strong over the contest. Ball comes out to McRae on the left boot, up to centre half forward. Crosley taken in the tackle, able to get the footy away. Centre wing now, McKimmie. Just delays the handball beautifully. On the run. Up goes Fullerton. Tom Fullerton, we haven't seen much of him, but if that's some of what he can do, then there's a lot more to look forward to Tom Fullerton. He's kicked one goal with his second possession. It's going to come up now for his second kick or third kick of the afternoon and an opportunity for his second goal. But that lead from full forward was excellent. The arms extended, mark taken beautifully.
Yeah, you're right. Really impressive contested mark. Chance for number 2. Make it a good day for Tom Fullerton in his NTFL debut. Makes no mistake. The 26-year-old. You're right, Dom. He puts it through.
Straight through the middle there from Tom Fullerton. He's a big lad with those arms outstretched. He's going to be very hard to stop leading out from full forward like that.
All right, it normally takes players just a few weeks, especially up here in the top end, just to get a feel for the pace of the game and the different type of competition that it is. But Tom Fullerton will be happy to walk away with 2, maybe more goals. They extend out to 32 points in what most would expect the margin to be, but 18 minutes ago we thought it could be a very different story. Crosley with what has now become a dress in the middle of the ground. That shirt is barely hanging on. The umpire's going to ask him about it. He's going to tuck it in, but the big beast in the middle is hardly got anything left. I don't know what he thinks he's got to do here, Dom. We don't have another jersey waiting for him, and with 5 minutes to go, you'd hope we can just get on with it.
Yeah, they've asked him to leave the ground.
He won't like this, the big fella, and I'm sure the crowd will let him know about it too, right in front of the PINT supporters. Here he is. Get the camera on him. Look at the big beast.
Oh, Braden Crosley, he's had another big game. He is such an important player to this PINT unit, no question about that. But he's been sent from the ground because of the state of his Guernsey. So from the midfield now, Matthew Motlop takes possession of the footy. Handball. Chain of handballs here for the Eagles. Clee, can he get hold of it? He's struggling to do so. He's now held the ball up at centre wing. It's been a story there afternoon, just not being able to get hold of the footy cleanly, Lockie.
You're right. Just those little mistakes, and it's really let him down, not just today, but all year, unfortunately.
Connor McDonald in the right contest. Got that one down there to Wilson. Good hands on the up, came to Motlop. Now Clee, the dinky little kick. Pint from half back, just beautifully set up. Long kick. That was a poor kick. Put short under pressure. Bradley's there to put on the pressure. Socket forward from Worthley. Goes to Wilson. Now out to Walsh. Just couldn't get hold of the footy. Good pressure came from Ethan Smith on the right boot. Just kicks long, looking for a target out there. Now the turnover comes again to Roberts. Fires, looking for Bradley. Out to Walsh, steps one way, then the other. That was nicely done. It's going to snap on goal. He'll miss everything here. Keenan Smith-Thompson went high, couldn't take the grab. Beautiful tap went to shot. And Pint, yet again, are clear from a dangerous position deep in defence. Brenton Motlop did well to spoil his opponent there. On the charge, Jai Barry gets the ball forward. Wanderers defence tidies up. Keenan Smith-Thompson has the ball knocked away from him by McDonald, who's been immense throughout this game. His performance in the ruck and then in defence has been really solid. Another important player for them.
Yeah, he is, and they form a really, really dynamic duo. The Green Ants ruckman, Connor McDonald and Braden Crosley. Certainly ones that could compete with the high flyers of your southern districts and Nightcliff, that's for sure. Going deeper into the season, which they will be doing. Pint, you'd think that's most certainly play finals this year. They're going to finish round 9 on top of the ladder, if you can believe that, as we see Crosley get another disposal.
They're back out on the ground at number 24 now. Got it to a teammate there in Schwarzenberg. High up and under. Hudson Tom did beautifully to stay underneath that. Oh, that's a solid tackle on centre wing. Wirchin is a tough unit. But Ryan laid the tackle through the midfield now. Hudson Tom laying another tackle. You'd love to have seen him closer to the action, Hudson Tom. He's been good. He was brave to stand under the footy there and then has used the ball well when it's come to him.
Yeah, he's Crosley sitting off the back now.
Yet again with another tap out. Stacks on here in the middle of the ground. Players wrestling for the footy and the umpire quite rightly says he'll take it and ball it up just to try and clear that congestion.
So to those who say the NTFL's not a contested competition, I reckon though these boys today would beg to differ. It has been a really hot footy and it's been fought in the clinches as we see this one go out to the far side.
Cody Leggett missed the footy. Comes through the centre. Here he goes again, the number 6, Jacob Dawson. Tackle laid on Crosley. He's been nailed on this occasion. Play on advantage is the call. Ball comes to Shanks, high up and under. Trying to fly for it there was Fijo. But this Pint defence, they're just too well set up. Lovely little chip out the side. They'll just steady nicely here. Ryan, who's worked hard off half-back. Big running half-back flanker. Out here to Connor McDonald again. Just takes another mark. Such a solid player. Goes to Schwarzenberg. Kick wasn't great. 3-on-1. Players have dived on the footy. The umpire says, I will have it.
Yeah, tired kick there from McDonald. Just asked too much of Schwarzenberg. Won't worry them too much. The clock continues to tick down here in the dying stages.
23 minutes down, 82 plays 50. Throwing the ball away there was Shanks. And the umpire again is going to take it. Tired players out there. Been a hot, humid afternoon. Wanderers have done quite a bit of chasing. But it's also been a highly contested game. Crosley with yet another tap out. Wilson, probably the first time this afternoon, overruns the footy. Ryan laying another tackle on Wilkes. Ball close to the boundary. Willis tossed around and the umpire says taken high and Willis will take the free kick. Kicks long down the line. Clee had the ball punched away from him beautifully. Bailey Fraunfelder, you wouldn't think he's played up forward and kicked 3 goals this afternoon. Here he is punching the ball away from Clee. He's had a good afternoon, Fraunfelder.
He's been everywhere and offered them plenty of assistance up forward and now down back. It sounds like we might have finished the game, Dom.
Well, I did not hear that yet again. So the quarter comes to an end. The game comes to an end here, Lockie. Bit of an anticlimax there.
A bit of an anticlimactic end to what has been a really good game to watch, Dom. I don't know about you, but at three-quarter time, we certainly had a game on our hands. The class of PINT just ran over the top by 32 points, and as you can see by the scoreboard, they just took the most of their opportunities. 13-4 is always going to be tough to defend. The Muck-Mucks were a chance there, and look, I've certainly seen them play worse footy this year. Motlop will be happy to walk off with that effort, but still that second win eludes them. PINT finished the round on top of the ladder, which at the start of the season, who could have tipped that? Their stars were all on show today. Braden Crosley, Jacob Dawson, Connor McDonald, they were all over the park. Your goal scorers quickly, it was Tyler Phillips who kicked 3 for the Wanderers, Keelan Fijo, Fraser Bradley, Daniel Clee and Matthew Motlop all kicked singles, and for PINT they really shared it around. It was Jake Truan who was able to kick the 3 as well as Bailey Fraunfelder, but singles for Crosley, Maloney, Spiteri, Bear and James Rowe as they walk away by 32 points. Before we wrap up, Dom, who did you like in terms of your best players today?
Oh, gee. PINT were exceptionally good, no doubt about it. Probably my best 3 for them. Braden Crosley, from the ruck perspective, you just can't go past him. He's been so good and instrumental for them. James Rowe, this is in no particular order, mind you, very good. Jacob Dawson also. And if I was to pick another player in there, it's probably the other ruckman, I think. It'd probably go to Connor McDonald, I thought, who was just immense, not only with his ruck work, but his work in defence. They'd be probably my top 4 players for PINT.
Yep, absolutely. James Rowe, 25 disposals, as well as Jacob Dawson. He picked up 25. Cody Leggett, 26 disposals, doing what Cody Leggett does. The highlight of the day, most certainly, was Braden Crosley taking the shirt off as it was half ripped down to his ankles and flying it around like a flag in front of the PINT crowd. That is one that we certainly won't forget, but it is PINT winning by 32 points here at Tracy Village. My name has been Lockie Humphrey and I've been joined by Dom McCormack. Pleasure to be with you, and we'll see you next week for round 10 of NTFL action.